particularly important or like prevalent in the scene, but I'm your host for this afternoon, and I will be taking you through and introducing you to our lovely panel full of a lot of testosterone and a lot of
I don't know about that.
muscles.
Yeah, I don't have
and just helping you learn more about them and how kind of the YouTube scene in Rust works, and even helping some of you just learn more about the game, which if you don't know a lot and you still want to learn more, why? These people will attest to don't do that. But we'll start with introductions. We'll go Winter.
Winter.
We'll do name. You don't have to do your real name if you don't want to, and then where you produce most of your content, Twitch, YouTube, Kick.
Yeah, I do mainly YouTube. It's where I started off 10 years ago now. And recently started kick streaming and Twitch again.
I'm Yexom, and I mainly do YouTube.
My name's Excrucian, and I do YouTube as well.
Hello, my name is Mimio, and I also do YouTube, Rust on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, all right, well, panel's cancelled.
Bernardo, and I do Rust on YouTube and Twitch.
I'm Throw, and I do YouTube, streaming.
Gambling.
I'm Jay Tellis, and I also do YouTube.
My name's Kamomo, and I also do YouTube and streaming.
I'm Yakov, and I do Twitch and a little bit of YouTube.
No, you didn't hear. You didn't hear.
Cool. Who here watches most of or any of these guys on the panel? I presume a couple. Good. Very nice. And I wanted to ask first, does everyone who does YouTube, does anyone prioritize short form over long form? No.
Like Jakob would be
I
good.
do.
You do?
Shorts,
Yeah. Do you find many differences between the two of how they perform as regard to views, how much effort you need to put into with your information that you provide, or like details on the game and
Well,
stuff?
I started with shorts when they came out. I thought that'd be a good way to break into YouTube and get a bit of exposure quickly. I thought that YouTube might sort of give them a boost when they first brought them out. They definitely gave them a boost at the start, I found. It's definitely changed over time. It changes pretty rapidly, I'd say month on month. Yeah, definitely I think shorts views are easier to get than long form views. I think long form views are a lot harder. And it makes sense because there's less time to watch a long form video. Shorts are quite quick to just fly by. So yeah, I'd say that.
With long form, people in the audience, do people usually, we'll do like a raise of hands, do people prefer sort of like a 20 to 30, 40 minute time block over, yeah? And then who prefers more of like closer to an hour where they can just kind of, roll it into the background, just play it while they're doing anything else? It's good to know. Yakov, you mentioned changes over time. What most significantly, just across the panel, have been like the most changes that you've seen since either starting your content or since even just starting watching Rust content in particular?
I think a big thing, which we actually talked about the other day, me and Yexam, is just how viewers are responding to content, where it went through this phase of like TikTok brain and short form content, kind of what Yakov was talking about, and people's attention spans are a lot shorter. Now we're seeing it go back to longer form is actually performing way better, and storytelling and longer videos are actually taking the reins in a way. So I think that's definitely different. It's going back the other way.
It started like that though as well. Like the era we're going into now with YouTube a little bit, especially Rust content creation, is very much like extend your videos out, and people obviously like the longer stuff. So it did start like that on YouTube, like Sir Winter and Mimio, who were doing stuff 10 years ago. It would have been that sort of format where it's less edited and stuff like that, and then it kind of went to over-editing, and now it's going back the other way again, kind of swinging back to less editing and more extending it out, I guess.
I think the other thing too is that it's a lot on TVs now. The views are coming from TVs, so it kind of changes it as well.
Beautiful. And like over this time, I might point this to Sir Winter and to Mimio. What are the most significant changes you've seen in like basically the actual content rather than like the form? Like, what do you see more often? Is it like more trends over and over and over, or is it kind of, do you see more of the fresher, newer ideas that I know you and Inato kind of come out with most of those?
He steals my ideas, so it's cool.
Right.
But
he steals
yeah, it's
mine.
fine. No, it's cool. We won't get into it. It's not a fight about it. It's fine.
No, M-E.
Yeah. Winter, what would you say about that? I feel like your videos are really good at storytelling now. Like you really focus on the overall story.
Yeah, so maybe like back in the day, like when I was playing with Biz a lot, you know, we just used to talk a lot of shit on there, and I guess it was kind of like a podcast, but in like 20-minute episodic things. And now it's kind of swung the way of stories. People like stories and stuff. So if you can make a good story out of a wipe, I think you've kind of hit gold. But also, the whole Mr. Beast era happened too. And, you know, challenges were a big thing as well for a while there.
Yeah, I think it goes through a lot of phases. Like glitches was a big one too, which I jumped on. There was like obviously trap bases, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very Rust-specific niches within the whole genre of Rust. But yeah, I think like Momo said, TV viewership is a big one now. Like I think now more than 60% of my viewer demographic is on a TV. So that's people putting something on for the background. They want a long-form video.
That's me.
No one's eating their food to a 5-minute video. You know, it's already over. They haven't even touched it. So they want these hour-long videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I call it second monitor content.
Yeah.
Like something you can have on in the background while you're doing something else.
Big time.
Because it's like with those things, it's like you eat your dinner. You don't want to do it to a 5-minute video because it's either you finish and then you got to wait and find a new video.
Yeah,
That longer
the
stuff,
worst.
you can eat, you can finish your food, and you can still like just forget and just sit there for a bit and just finish the video and go, okay, I'll
Big
do
time.
my dishes now, maybe. With the niches that you mentioned, I will start down at Yakov, if you have anything in mind. What trends does anyone see coming back to Rust that just need to stop?
Some content?
If you can't think of anything, feel free to just hand it over.
Come on.
People fighting cheaters.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Zergs.
And then
Zerg
tomorrow.
content is just
Trolling.
cheapest, easiest content.
Yeah, my stuff's only just catching cheaters, so I just literally
Yeah.
stick in the
Yeah.
I don't even know how to play the game anymore.
Jay Tellers, can you think of anything?
Honestly, I don't got anything. I just play.
It's a good insight.
Hey, man.
He's a real Rust player.
I enjoy. I'm part of the love of the game. I'm a newer fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing it too long, but I just like playing the game. I'm a degenerate. I just like playing. I got
feel
lucky.
Like Throat, your content changed a bit, right? You started out doing challenges, and now you're doing more kind of, I wouldn't say long form, but like more story stuff, right?
I do like a mix of like wipes and then trolling videos.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to recognize way too much now with the trolling. So I kind of toned that back a little bit, but.
He does good ads too. If you're looking for an ad, it's your
Oh,
main.
yeah.
Anybody
sell anything.
looking for a
I'll sell
new
my
creator
soul
to
for
sponsor?
$1.
Anada?
At least a few.
Any trends, changes that need to die?
Nah, I like the trolling, you know? I like the griefing, the Zergs.
When's the last time you touched
Oh,
an AK?
Zergs, wow.
Huh?
When's the last time you touched an AK?
When he spawned money.
A long time.
You
Yeah.
up for rock. Did you say anything?
Yeah, I've said enough.
You said enough.
I don't know if anything
yapping.
needs to die necessarily. It's kind of
Excuse
like,
me.
Whoa.
The trends that need to die, in fact,
We're in
are
this.
automation with bases.
Okay. But I mean, if stuff's working in terms of getting views, then it doesn't really need to die. But
Yeah.
at the same time, you've got to recognize when stuff's no longer going to be like doing well on YouTube if you are looking at it from a content creation standpoint.
Oh, shit. I've been sitting here the whole time trying to think
Yes.
of something that needs to
No.
die. And, like,
If you, I mean, if you
I
can't
can't
think
of
of
any
anything.
kind of content that really needs to die on there. Maybe just cheater shorts, stuff like that you see around.
Yeah, and I know Komomo's whole, basis is catching cheaters.
Yeah, they're keeping it in business.
Yeah, keeping them in business because, without Komomo, how are we going to get any kind of fun, exciting content for Yakov's
Yeah, that's it.
streams? Cheaters. I love cheaters. So how does everyone usually go through the process? I'll go down through my process questions. Do do you go in knowing what you want to record, or does anyone really kind of, so enter down here, does anyone kind of just jump on and go, we'll see what happens, or do you kind of go in with a process of like, okay, so this is my plan, this is what I want to do, and if it doesn't work out, I'm going to keep trying until it does?
Yeah, so this wipe I got on and did the whole new drones thing, dropping grenades on people, raiding with them, whatever. So I went in with an idea of that, but the last wipe before that I just uploaded, there was a glitch in the map and it made this whole new terrain, so I was like, oh well, any idea I had's out the window and I'm just gonna like pants this idea, which means just, you know, freehand it basically. So yeah, and I just went and saw what happened. I think one of the guys in the audience is, we pulled our boom together and went and raided someone.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Next one.
I think that it's kind of like you have to go in with an idea, especially if you go into a video knowing what like the thumbnail and title and the structure of the video is going to be before you even record it. It's kind of hard with Rust because you actually never know what's going to happen if you're playing a normal wipe, because it's all up to what other people are doing a lot of the time. But if you have a thumbnail and title in mind, you kind of know it's going to perform well because you have a solid idea that people are going to click, really.
Yeah, 100%. Like, the idea, definitely the most important part of the video, so you need to know what you're recording.
Yeah, just going to echo the same thing you're saying, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's, it definitely changed. Like when I first started, I think a lot of us, when we first started, you just jump in and just see what happens and then make a video out of whatever happened to happen that day. Whereas now it's like, you think of an idea first, you have the thumbnail in mind. Normally it's the thumbnail first that I'll think of, figure out a title from that, and then you go into the game and actually go, okay, here's how I'm going to record this.
Yeah, like what Mimi said.
Copy.
What, man? But you have to like go in. Back in the day, I remember you used to just hop on and just see how it goes out. Sometimes you probably did it as well. You just scrap footage.
Big time.
Yeah, all the time.
Terabytes.
Yeah. And then now it's just a lot easier just to go in with an idea.
Yeah.
I would say.
Go on.
Okay. He hasn't slept.
I haven't slept like 36
He's
hours.
American.
Just got off the
Throat booked his flight. He landed this morning at 9:15. Hasn't slept. Don't think he slept on the flight. He's doing good.
Can we direct all the questions to
He's
Throat?
here.
What do you think?
Think about what?
Do you have a process of going in when you record a video? Do you know what you're doing, or do you just kind of?
I mean, if you're if you're going in it for the video's sake, you really do need to know what you're recording. The strategy I use is I definitely, honestly, like a year ago, I went through and wrote out notes for titles and thumbnails.
That's
and then
so much water. What are you doing?
Throat's thirsty. But
The
about
next
a year
question, I
ago,
just
I
need
went
you to
through,
dodge it and drink the
picked
whole
out
thing
thumbnails
down.
and titles, and when I'm playing, I play until I get the video idea done. And with Rust, you run into the most random things, but it just makes the video better. So if you got the idea picked out to begin with, you'll be pretty good.
Come on, Mo.
This is the bit, guys.
I think I got it. That
There's another one here when you...
oh, yeah.
I definitely got it way easier than anybody else here, I think. Just the amount of cheaters in the game and the amount of cheaters I have access to is just crazy. So to give you an example, just the other day I was recording and I was spawned in an AK. I put it in a rock trying to bait this cheater to come out of his base. And then somebody completely random in the middle of the night came over to the AK and picked it up. So my general reaction still today is crazy when I see that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's just cheating in general. In Rust, it's just pretty bad. So, but I think I have it much easier than the other guys to have content where a lot of their stuff can go wrong during the wipe. So for me, if it's that one cheater, I can just go to the next one. So there's plenty of them.
So I'm predominantly a Twitch streamer, but I did play a lot with a few YouTubers in my early days, Sebi K, who you might know in the audience. So I always went in with the attitude that streaming wasn't just sort of this thing you chuck the stream on, you sit there casually, but you try and formulate some kind of story. So it's like slow, long form, if you want to think of it like that. So I always went in with a very vague idea of what I wanted to do on a wipe, but I never was rigid about it. And I just go with the flow generally, but I always tried to keep some form of narrative and just keep myself positive as well, because obviously if I fall off a cliff and go negative on it, it's not good live. And so yeah, little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. And then obviously after recording is everybody's favorite part, editing. Yay. Does anyone have a particular approach? Especially, is it kind of like take a bit of time off between recording and then you edit? Does anyone just immediately go straight into it? And then like if it's been like a pretty tough wipe, do you prep your weekday, whatever it is, how long you usually take to edit? Obviously, I think some of you guys have editors actually.
Yeah, I was
Who
going to
has an
say,
editor?
some of us are slackers up here.
Well, I'd like to shout out my editor from the Dominican Republic.
Amazing.
Great worker, great guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, does anybody have a particular routine that they go through? Do they usually brute force
go
it,
through
kind
your
of just
routine.
smash it out, get it over and done with?
Record and then sitting.
Usually just procrastinate it for a few weeks and then
I was going to say, what's up with the Yexam?
and
How do you
then
usually go
get
about it?
onto it and then think about cutting it and then
Somehow
stop cutting it and then
yourself
start
into it.
cutting it again. But yeah, I mean, I don't have an editor currently. I've actually recently started looking at getting a cutter because that's the worst part is cutting
Any
down.
editors in the crowd? Looking for
Because
some
I'm
work?
Yeah, not often enough actually. But I mean, the worst part with Rust, especially the standard Rust wipes, is it can be like 40, 50, sometimes 100 hours of footage. Like Jay Telly's videos, I'm sure, of stupid amounts of footage, especially. But like, it's a lot of footage to then sit down and rewatch through, even though you just played it. So cutting it is certainly the worst part for me, at least.
Is it hard to relive it, especially when it's been like a really bad wipe? Do you
I think it's easier if you do it straight away because you kind of have, when you're recording, you have the structure of the video in your head, so you know what the story's going to be because you're obviously living it. So if you do it straight away, it's easier because you can kind of, you have the narrative in mind. But if you leave it too long, then you kind of start forgetting things that happened, and it definitely makes it harder to cut the story down.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Brute force?
Renato, do you want to answer this?
Yeah, I feel like having an editor is helpful, but I feel like you have to try and find an editor that can like, edit your style. Can you help? I have one editor, Casper. Shout out to Casper. He's been working with me for a lot of years now.
Shout out.
Shout out. And other than that, I can't find any other editor. Nah, you gotta find someone who can match your style, And obviously, every now and then, I do edit my own videos, unlike some people.
Who are you pointing to, bro?
Hey, I edit.
He
I edit with my own two hands.
Editors.
It sucks. The editing is hard. It takes a lot of time, but it's the fun part. It is the fun part sometimes.
No, it's not.
Cutting is the worst.
I disagree.
Cutting is the worst
listen.
phase.
It's fun to see the finished product once you're done. You feel
Yeah,
like
true.
that sense of, I don't even know, pride.
And then it's a
getting
10
the
out of
video
10
done.
and you want to die.
See, I haven't experienced that.
Does anyone have a video that they're particularly proud of, editing-wise? Music and editing and all the story just kind of all fell into place and it just
Just
came out
all
a
of them.
masterpiece?
Just
My
all,
McDonald's video.
That one that got age restricted?
Yeah, I got age restricted. It had 500K views in like 5 days. Hit trending and I got age restricted.
Well, I had a
Why,
video.
why did it get age restricted?
Yeah, what?
No?
Someone in the crowd drew. Never mind.
It was a gaping something.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Big Mac, yeah.
I mean, I had a video that I recorded for a month and I was really proud of. I did a full month recording and then it was like a 2.5 hour long video and then it got copyright striked and basically slumped on YouTube. So I was really proud of that video, but then it kind of like left a sour taste in my mouth because it just didn't perform as well as I'd hoped because of certain reasons on YouTube. So it's kind of what happens sometimes.
Yeah, and I think everyone has a video that they're really not proud of, that they just chucked up, that just performed leaps and bounds better than anything they've ever worked on. So that's always hard to deal with.
Yeah. Any sort of kind of horror stories with editing where, actually, no, I just had a flashback to a moment with one of Yexam's videos. Any sort of horror stories where you've been recording and then all of a sudden you realize that the recording's not recording?
Oh, yeah.
Or audio track is wrong, recording
Yeah, I did a whole
stopped.
video once a few years ago, and it was like, so much stuff happened. I'm like, this is going to be a banger. Sit down, edit it, realize none of the game audio recorded. So I went back in and just scene by scene redid every single gunshot, every hit.
Was this one of the Roblox ones?
Maybe, yeah, it was a 10 out of 10, so shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Wasn't worth it,
By
actually.
10 out of 10 as well, we don't mean like 10 out of 10 good, we mean like you
The
upload
worst,
on YouTube
yeah.
and it says it's the 10th best performing video in your last 10.
Yeah,
So it's like the
last
worst it
place.
could possibly be.
Yeah, Horror.
Because I remember the first time hearing 10 out of 10, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And then
No.
people are like, no. It's like 1 is all the way up here, 10 is all the way down here, and it's just like tick, tick, tick. Oh, I get it. And then how many degens? Who works through like terrible 3 a.m., 4 a.m. finishes down the end
1,
there?
2, 3,
Sorry,
4,
Yakov.
Every single one of us, 100%.
You've got to be a Rust player and editor.
Because I know, Mimo, you work through the days. I think the only
Call
time.
me Mimo?
Mimo.
My literal girlfriend. Get it over.
Mino, Mr. Mino. Because you record through the daytimes, and I think the only time that you ever have those degen hours is when you're doing collabs.
If I'm recording with Yakov or
Yes.
Yexum,
Yes.
yeah, they're up till like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I don't know how you guys are doing this.
Yeah, and then I think Anado, it might just be time zone wise. Do you usually work off of time zones, and then it's just typically really late for you by the time you finish for streams?
I mean, for me, it's I'm in the UK, so it's not that bad. It's not as
Yeah.
bad. But for example, like the Zergs and stuff, I gotta like time it well for like the US and the EU. Sadly for the Australians, it's you guys gotta get on
We
late.
don't get anything nice.
You're in the wrong room to be saying that, brother. Jeez.
And then obviously degen hours. How do you disconnect or unwind after a streaming or recording session, especially a really long one, as most usually are? Do you watch anything on YouTube that helps you log out of the Rust brain rot mindset, or do you play anything to sort of wind down and disconnect?
About 17 beers. So,
What about 1 million?
17
1 million
beers.
beers. Yaxum, do you do anything to?
I mean, during a Rust wipe, I'm kind of never switching off though at the same time because, like, these days I have a base alarm that tells you when I'm getting raided so that I can hop on at 4 a.m. to defend my base and get content. So at the same, like, oh, they're great, but they're good for content, but they're not good for the mental health.
Yeah.
So during a Rust wipe, it's kind of hard to switch off, especially if you are playing like a normal wipe and you want to defend your base and stuff like that, because, you know, that is good content, so it's good for the video and especially the storylines. So, I don't know, during a Rust wipe, I don't particularly turn off.
Yeah, no, 100%. I just like to go to the pub after. Simple as that.
Aww. Yeah, I mean,
I guess
it's kind of bad. I tend to actually just watch Rust videos after, which is the worst thing you can do. Just so I can steal ideas, you know, it's easier. Anado, what do you think?
I like my plushie.
How do you unwind after a rough day of Rust?
I mean, I don't play more than a couple of hours. I think I don't play wipes like you guys.
Screw you, next.
Running on the spear the whole time.
Come on.
I'm prim locked, man. I'm
This
prim
guy's
locked.
the battle, man.
You have the same answer as Sir Winter, just drinking and gambling.
It's going to get very depressing quickly, this panel.
What do you mean?
It's fun.
that's
really
fun.
Not true.
We're gonna go do this after this, right?
Yeah.
I didn't drive in.
What do you do, Jeff Ellis?
After a wipe?
Roblox.
To wind
Man.
down, disconnect, forget the bad,
Kinda sick.
other than drinking.
Man, I love it, dude. There's no winding down. I go right to the next one. I just keep playing. See, I've only been, like I said, I've only been doing it a couple of years, so I'm still in the honeymoon phase with Rust.
True.
I love playing it. I could play for hours.
You know what's crazy is Anardo's hours.
Yeah,
should
I've
we
only been
all say
playing a
hours?
few years.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
We
your
should all say
play,
hours. Yeah.
Your play hours. Can anyone
Let's start from over there.
How many you got? How many hours?
Well, let's go from one
No,
side to
we
the
gotta
other.
hear yours though, just because it's.
Mine?
You start, bro.
Been playing since 2016. I have 5,000 hours.
Jeez.
That's not.
Can anyone top that in the crowd? Anyone? Anyone? I gotta go 7,000 now.
Loser.
I have 13,000 hours.
I got rookie numbers here.
12,000.
Damn.
Mimia?
30K or something? No, I have like 5,000 as well. Yeah, I know. I'm Primlock, leave me alone.
Yeah, 4,000 here.
Whoa.
I've got almost 10,000.
Damn.
11.5K.
Damn.
We're being mugged.
Jeez.
Dang.
Some real losers up here.
Wait, we forgot two more. Wait, did you say yours? You two.
I have 4,000 as well.
I got like 6,500, 700, 7,000.
All those in the last like month.
How many years have you been playing, J-Tellies?
Like 2, 3. Hey, like I said, love of the game.
Following after the wind down, does anyone, like, how do you calm down after a really crappy session? We're just
Drinking. Like
20
minutes.
okay. Other than the drinking,
1
what do you
million
do?
beers.
Does anyone meditate? Does anyone do yoga?
I
Does
get in
anyone go
Call of
for
Yellow,
Rust.
bro.
You just got to get
True,
back on
nobody
Rust.
touches grass
Yeah,
anymore.
just jump back on Rust and rock some kid's head in or something like that.
Oh, great.
Therapy. In Rust.
In game.
In Rust. In Rust.
And then how do we manage to keep content fresh in a space where everyone is always trying to or doing the same thing? Because I do have a question for you two in particular. with
Be
this.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
Yeah.
There's like a new glitch or something out. You got to be the first
It's like
one
a
to
it's like a
post it.
race who can do it first.
There was a
but then-
period where we were racing between
Yeah.
each other, I think.
And
to
then
get,
Jump in
to
there
get
too
uploads.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get like little comments attacking. Oh, you copied him first. Ah. Yeah. When we both actually probably
Yeah.
just stole it from some like Russian
Yeah.
leak.
Some
we know.
Russian
Yeah, we
Reddit
know,
thread.
Yeah. Don't link it, don't link
Mimio
it,
does
don't
it
link
first because he scripts his videos. So
it. Well, you know, it's easy money,
You actually
brother.
pay Leonardo out to be second.
Yeah, come on.
Does anyone else have any ideas how to keep content fresh?
I think recycling old ideas is probably something that happens a lot too.
Because I feel like after a while, it's kind of like it's been so long since it's been done. It feels not
Yeah.
new, but like,
Yeah.
oh, I remember this. This was awesome. Do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah, 100%. It's kind of like that Simpsons did it meme from South Park where it's
Yes.
like already always been done. And everyone's like, oh, so so-and-so has already done this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, what can you do? It's like the YouTube sphere is so saturated with content creators now. There's nothing new unless there's updates.
Yeah.
So,
Also, like, end up, I think for like Jay Telly's in particular, my videos a little bit, it's kind of like just how can I one up someone else and like go even bigger, and it's kind of just a downhill slope into just degeneracy where you just try to go bigger and better and bigger and better.
Oh, it's
until
terrible.
You can't do it anymore.
It's terrible. Yeah, I go that approach too. If I go the route of seeing an idea and then I try to do it a little crazier and then I try to one up myself, and it's not ideal, but
Wasn't your last intro just all CGI, like Blender, the whole thing?
hey, I didn't do that. I spent.
He uses AI in his videos.
That's not. Wait, hey, wow. Hey, that was slender animation, all right? I paid a Russian guy $2,000 for that. Okay, that was a lot of money.
And he used AI.
Yeah, he's there.
Sorry, how do you come up with ideas? 'Cause I feel like yours are like, you built a McDonald's, you built a Subway. Like, where are you coming up with these?
Oh, he got it from this guy right there. in the
You
crowd.
know what
I
you're
stole the
okay.
restaurants from that guy,
All right.
and then I
DM
stole
me after this, 'cause
I
I can
stole the
tell lots of
green screen
ideas.
from General Sam, and then like I got inspiration from Stimpy, of course. And then I watched some blueprint, and I was like, I can do a wipe.
Yeah. Well, that's easy. It's
I don't know,
called like
just take a
steal
little
like an
bit-
artist. You take
Then I
ideas
agree.
and make it your
Yeah,
own.
just take a
and-
little bit from everybody. You know,
think
you're
that's
never
what we
gonna
all
be
do.
fully original.
Yeah, no.
You gotta be,
Definitely not. Yeah.
Got to be on tempo a little bit.
So just
you know?
taking enough of somebody else's content, just mashing it together that it feels like a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm like 10 different guys mashed into one.
What?
Yeah.
Pause?
What do you mean by that?
Rewind?
Those are the forest, damn. Momo Nyakov, anything?
You say 10 guys
Anything to
mashed
share? About how you keep content fresh? No? Just do it. Throw
Yeah,
it out.
just go for it.
Anato and Mimio, how do you guys keep yourselves at the front of the line with all of these new trends and changes and glitches and traps and...
I think personality, you know? No. Okay, no.
All right.
Like, I feel like comedy is better when it comes to like long term, because we've been doing it, how long have you been doing it for? Like,
10 years. I'm old.
Yeah.
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 I'm old now.
And I feel like if you just do like the classic wipe after wipe after wipe, you get kind of worn out from it.
Yeah, it's definitely, like we said, when you think of a thumbnail and title first, it's thinking of an idea first that either hasn't been done or something that has been done, and how can you do it differently? Because obviously what works. So if you see someone, like, you know, if you saw someone doing like a code rating short or something, you could make that your own and make
4
it,
months
if
later.
not better. Sorry, what was that? I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, I think that's it. Stealing like an artist is what it's called, for sure.
Great. Speaking of unk status, our unks of the
Come over.
fucking- No, I mean, going towards our like elder creators who have been in the scene for 10 years. I mean, elder as in like you've been in here for 10 years, like actually just how long you've been making content for. How has the scene changed compared to when you first started? Was everything started kind of like very boring and bland and everybody just playing, and now it's all trends and it's all like actual sustenance, or is it just kind of slowly been on the rise?
Well, no, I think it's like, well, it's definitely way better now. Like, people might disagree and whatever, but there's so much more to do. And I kind of miss the way the old terrain was in Rust. Like, thank God for Proc Gen maps where it's like random every wipe, but the maps back then used to look a lot more unique, a lot more different, and I feel like they need to kind of like bring that back as well. Changes over the years, I mean, yeah, there's been heaps, because like a month in YouTube time feels like, I don't know, 6 months in normal time. I don't know, it's so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think you're very fortunate that the game is always updated as well. Like,
Yeah.
it has been consistently developed for 10 years plus, which means that like there is always new stuff being added to keep making videos on.
Yeah, that definitely makes it easier. Like, there's no other game that you could really sort of knuckle down that niche. Obviously, there's like, you know, people do like Fortnite stuff, and that always adds new things that people can make content on, or like Roblox is always, there's everything on there. So having a game that actually frequently updates and there is new things to do, I think keeps us employed anyway.
Yeah.
They used to
Respect
update
to
weekly as
Facebook.
well, so
Damn.
many moons ago.
And then, has anyone noticed anything either about the game or about just content that has changed that you wish would, hasn't changed that you wish would, or hasn't changed and like you're thankful that it stayed the same? I know some people are like,
Recoil?
freaking aim
Yeah,
for
recoil.
recoil.
Yeah, everyone's going to say that.
I think it was a good change, to be fair. I think they didn't do it perfectly. I mean, recoil update in Rust is kind of like the biggest change that they've even just talked about, because it's like, it went from a really difficult, learnable recoil to kind of more like catering to newer players. And I think it was good for Rust, but I don't think they did it necessarily perfectly. But I know people have differing opinions of that.
Yeah, I mean, they just brought out a new update. What does everyone think about that? The blueprints.
Yeah, scrap and blueprint.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Slow. I don't get past tier 1.
10 hours to get a tier 2. Let's go.
I think the changes over the years have been pretty full on though. I remember arrow raiding as well. That was fun to do. You used to be able to raid somebody's base if it was wood with arrows. So if you had a group of 5 people, you could raid in a few minutes.
Lock picking, that was big. You get all the keys.
Yeah, the
And
keys.
you could open anyone's base.
Yeah.
How about XP system?
XP,
Yeah.
dude. Crazy.
Gross.
There's been a lot of changes.
Been a lot of changes, for better, for worse.
Mostly for worse.
Mostly for worse. When did people, so I presume a lot of you guys were playing before you started streaming. Did anyone, for some reason, start playing just to start streaming? Or has everyone just kind of been playing and going, oh, I can stream this, I might try this and give it a go?
I think a few of us have been playing since like Legacy, which was like the first version of the game, before what it is now. And so I was just playing that for fun, just when I was in school, and then thought, I should be recording this, and then did it, and yeah, that's how it happened for me.
Yeah, I think it's a good question for Jay Tellers.
Yeah.
When did you, how did you start actually getting into making content? Did you just start, and playing Rust, did you just start playing the game just to make content, or were you playing for?
When I first started playing the game, I was scrolling on TikTok, and I got a Frost video broke up into like 30 parts, and I was set on TikTok, and I watched all of it. And I was like, oh, I gotta get this game. I got the game, and I was addicted. It was bad. I was playing every day. At the time, I worked at Target, and I was just playing. I'd wake up at 3 p.m., go to work, get home at 11 p.m., get on the game, and it would just repeat. It was terrible. And then it got to the point where I kind of got good at the game, and I met this other creator, and he told me, hey, you're good at the game, you should start making videos. And then I started, and it took off pretty quick, so I got lucky. I got lucky.
It's all luck.
basically.
It's all luck.
All
yeah.
luck.
Saying it's all
That's
luck.
it.
Well, I got lucky that someone told me to start, because I probably wouldn't have. I've always wanted to do it, but you know, it's working out now.
I feel like Rust is a game where, like, if you're playing it properly, you're
Rust is a
investing.
game.
You're investing.
Rust is
so
a game.
many-
Good point,
so
Yaxum.
many hours
Anyway, what else?
Like, I was playing so many hours of a Rust swipe anyway that I felt like I was potentially just wasting my time away by not getting something out of it in return, other than just, you know, my base getting wiped at the end of the month. So it kind of felt like, you know, make content on it and potentially, you know, make it a career, or
Yeah.
stop playing it entirely. Really.
Yeah. Because when did people actually realize that they could start making content out of it?
Yeah, probably like, I think I was doing it for, make content out of it.
Yeah. So instead of just.
I think we just see, it's probably the same answer for a few
was
people
gonna
up here.
say-
I saw the Frankie on PC video on Rust and I went, this game looks awesome. And then started playing it for maybe a year, just on and off. And then when I should be recording this, it's maybe about a year in.
Was that the one where you raided that big armoured box?
I think, yeah. Just
Me and Vertigo were making content for about a year before that.
Yeah.
Audacious.
audacious.
Yeah,
he
one
was.
of the original YouTubers for it as well, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to break the fourth wall on this one, but he helped set up that raid apparently. Like, 'cause,
Wow.
You know, Frankie notoriously does scripted videos for entertainment purposes, like Frost or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and he was telling me about that. And Mimeo too, yeah.
You guys heard of that Mimeo guy?
Mimeo was content
Yeah.
scripted.
Yeah, get on with it.
I'll throw it down to Yakov down the end.
I actually had no plan or ambition to be a content creator at all. I had a corporate gig.
Actually detested the
I was
idea
happy
of
in
it.
that corporate gig. I streamed as a hobby outside of work. And then the stream started making more money than the corporate gig. And was having about 1 hour sleep a night for about 6 months. And something had to give. And I chose content creation.
Because I was gonna, I suppose everyone does content full time. What made you go full time? Because I did want you to tell that story
Money.
in particular. How it was like were you doing like a subathon, or was it like because it was something like.
I did it when the community knew that I was working. Basically, it was cutting into stream time. Which there was no more hours in the day to stream it, to be honest, because I had to go to work, and it was quite a time-consuming job. So I said to them, all right, if we hit this amount of subscriptions on Twitch, I'll quit. And they hit it in 20 minutes. So.
Because I remember, I think I had randomly clicked on and I just kept seeing train of so-and-so just gifted 100 subs, and then someone else, so-and-so just gifted 100 subs, and it was like a war, and then eventually just got to, okay, we get this many subs, and I'll quit my job.
It was pretty silly.
And then jobs. What was everyone doing before content creation? I just want Mimeo to answer this question actually.
Why?
Hey, so
What's
what
up?
were
I didn't
you-
hear the
what were you-
question.
What were
Sorry.
you doing before you started creating content full time?
Just chilling, hanging out.
Do you have a job?
Just
Did you
chilling.
have a,
Huh?
Did you have a job?
Can you not use that word, please? It triggers me.
Did you have
Yeah,
any
I
employment
applied
or
for EB Games, and then I got the job, and then they said,
Awesome,
yeah,
EB workers in the chat.
they said come in like tomorrow, and then I got my first YouTube paycheck, and I just never went in. So I
No
still
call,
am
no show
employed
to
at
his
EB
first
Games.
day.
Yeah,
Hasn't had a normal job
yeah.
since.
I might go back there soon. I don't know. Kind of fallen off.
Anyone else have a normal
Yeah, I
job
worked
before?
at a place called school. Yeah.
Nice. Teacher?
No, student. Same with Ronaldo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Full time at
Full-time.
17, 18. But yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Staring at me.
Trade?
Yeah, I was a butcher.
Pretty high.
You on the list?
Yeah, start listening.
Yeah, kind of just fell into it. And
Fast
hated
food,
it.
painting,
And,
electrical apprentice, car sales, life insurance sales, drug dealing.
But you still do that.
Yeah, filthy mullet, of course.
yeah, Breaking Bad.
Side hustles now.
Yeah, Joe tells us that Target.
I was doing roofing sales and I had to drive 12 hours a day, and I was sitting in a truck alone, and I was just like, I might F1 kill if I have to keep doing this. And so I fully locked into YouTube, and I started studying like what makes a good video and how to storyboard and all this other stuff. And it took off, luckily.
Beautiful.
But it was a really bad job that made me do it.
That's all it takes.
Yaxom.
I did a few different things.
You were a teacher, actually. You
Well,
told me
I
the other day. Yeah.
I did a gap year
Blew my mind.
in London the year before I started content creation, and it was 2021, which was not a great year to travel Europe. So I was in London and I was locked in a school that I couldn't leave because COVID and stuff like that. So that was all going off, and I basically just started watching streams and got me into it. But I was working in the UK for a year, which I couldn't really do too much of, but that kind of got me into content creation.
Who were you two? Are we here? Jakob, Kamarmo, were you doing anything?
I've many jobs, fairly old if you've ever noticed. Finished school, grade 10, then I did an apprenticeship as a spray painter, vehicle, automotive. Did that, and then left, did security for a few years, and then applied for the police force, got rejected, unlucky. And then I went in the mines. I was there for 6 years, left there, moved to Brisbane, got a job in a hospital as a brain surgeon. No, I didn't. I worked in maintenance and then started doing the YouTube stuff. I used to watch Winter, Mimeo, even back when I used to play. Vertigo was another one. We used to be in Vertigo's raids. He used to spectate raids that were happening, and I would be in those raids. And then that was a big moving point to want to do content creation. And been full-time now 4 or 5 years. So, yeah, it's good. Enjoy it.
How did you get into becoming like an admin and then making that your content?
Yeah, so I used to play the game, and cheating was very annoying for me. And, like a lot of people that I even were playing with were using scripts and things like that. It used to be called AHK, which is auto hotkey. And then I just was fed up, so I decided to apply for the server that I used to play on, and became an admin on there. And then it pretty much just started from there. I just put a lot of time into it, learning things and looking at different things and learning stuff that I still use even today to catch cheaters, and then it's just blown up from there. Kind of a bit of a niche with what I do, so these guys have to put a lot more effort than what I would have to do into a video, because there's just so many cheaters in the game, unfortunately, so, yeah. Is he awake or good?
So I think you may have missed one of your more important jobs. You are a dad.
Yes.
How do you balance dad life and your content creation?
Well, I mean, luckily enough for me, I have a partner, and she does most of the work. So it's really good. But I mean, it's a struggle sometimes. It's all about managing different times and different things to do. A lot of people have a bit of a laugh that I'm in bed at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, but it's because I'm awake throughout the night, and then also in the mornings early, schools and things like that. When they're at school, it's a lot easier because during the day I can do my thing. But when they're on school holidays, it gets a little bit trickier. But it's just the juggling balance. Thankfully, as I said, my wife does a lot of the heavy lifting with that side of it, so very fortunate.
And Nada, you're a father as well, aren't you? How do you balance that?
He's lying.
Not that you know.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Next question.
Okay, next question.
Next question. I thought someone said excretion. I went.
Excretion.
What someone say?
Excretion?
But did you guys realize that you could actually make money off of the content? Obviously, your first paycheck from YouTube just made you not go into work ever again.
Yeah.
Ever to begin with. When did you realize you could make money off of the content outside of like Twitch subscriptions, through sponsorships, through just like AdSense and all of that?
Years ago, like back in the Call of Duty days, when people were uploading montages and stuff like that, like the build cams and faves, all of that type of stuff. That's when the interest started for me anyway, and I was like, oh yeah, like being creative is something I want to do, and being able to make money from it, like, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. So I had about, 7 YouTube channels before Winter, and yeah, glad that worked out, I guess.
Jackson?
I mean, I kind of knew that you could make money from it because obviously by the time I started in 2022, probably, it was like YouTube was a well-known thing and Twitch and streaming that. So I knew you could make money from it, but it was about acting on it, I guess, and getting to the point where you were making money was a different story.
Yeah, no, I just did it for the love of the game.
He doesn't care about money.
All right. What's your real answer?
I was going to say...
Money.
Already heard Mimio's side.
Yeah, I've already, bro. Hurry up.
Huh?
Your turn.
All right, I would say when I started off back in 2016, do you remember like Rust's, what would you call it?
Don't shout him out.
No, the, The censored thing. What do you call it?
Nudity?
The nudity filter. That's it. The nudity filter.
Yeah.
There was a phase where like everybody's channels were just getting like demonetized and stuff
Oh,
because
yeah,
of it,
no, you couldn't
and
make money
all
for a while.
everybody's money just went poof, like
Yeah.
gone, you know. And we had to like then Rust, thanks to Face Punch, they added the filter option, and then yeah, we went back to green. That yellow sign was the worst thing.
Really?
We could see.
And
Yeah.
then PewDiePie came back and struck again.
Oh yeah.
What did he do again?
Something on a bridge or something.
Bro can reenact it.
Throat's tired.
Throat's done.
He just
Throat's
is.
non-verbal now.
That's okay.
He literally just got off the plane.
When the check came in the mail.
That's all right. Throat can rest. He's had enough. Jay Tellies.
What's up? Honestly, I've always known that you could make money. And that honestly was the goal. I wasn't making money. I wasn't making money at the time, so I went into it and I was like, man, I really got to make this work. I had 1 year where I stopped working at Target because I moved to Australia and I was on a visa where I couldn't work. So I was like, hey, this is the time to learn how to edit. And then I did, and it paid off. I started making a little bit of money.
How much?
How much?
$12.
I don't upload enough. It's not a lot.
And then for, I think most people get sponsorships for money. How do sponsors typically work? Is it, obviously there's people with agencies who have connections.
Well, I have the best management agency in all of Australia. Shout out Ace Creators. W's in the chat. Yeah.
I think maybe I'll point this one to people who don't have agencies or management. How do you get sponsors? How do you source your sponsors? Do you reach out to them? Do you find people reaching out to you? What's the go?
You just check your emails really, and they sort of email you, and
Sort of pop up.
yeah.
Do you
yeah.
get a lot? Like, do you have to go through just
yeah.
terrible ones?
Yeah, loads.
That's why you pay someone to do it for you.
Exactly.
Let someone do it for you.
You pay?
I might get this one. I might open up for questions actually, because that's like all of my questions
Don't
that
have
matter.
to. Do it. Why not?
Does
Getting on a
anyone
bit,
have any questions for the team? There's one over here. I'd like to remind everyone that there is children, child, multiple, singular, in the
Hello.
room.
Hi.
Hey.
What drives all of you guys to keep doing what you're doing? Is it still the love of the game, or is it, I feel like for Komomo, he's got a bit more of a reason. He's fighting a problem in the game. But for some of you who have been doing it for 10 years or longer, like what keeps you waking up every day and doing this when you could probably do something else?
The thought of having to go back to a shit job and the 17 beers at the end of the session.
No, for me, it's entertaining the audience on Twitch, really. It's at the end of the day, you're there to entertain an audience, and that's what really makes me, keeps me going, clicking the live button, I'd say. I'd say that my enjoyment of Rust at times wanes, and if I wasn't content creating, I probably wouldn't be playing it, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Love. I don't know.
Yeah,
Next
I think it's
cool.
just, like all I wanted to do, to be honest.
Next question.
Yeah. No, my turn. Yeah, it's just all I wanted to do, so, yeah,
So,
keep doing it.
that's loud. Sorry. Editing programs. What do you despise and what do you praise?
I mean,
Adobe sucks.
What?
I agree.
I don't use Adobe, I swear.
Premiere's good except for the cost of it. Like, it's kind of like the industry standard, I guess, a little bit, but it's very much stopped people using it by the cost a little bit. So you can, not condoning this, but
DaVinci Resolve is
pirate it.
free.
You're saying you
and
pirate
it runs
Adobe
really
software?
well.
I don't anymore.
You're saying Yaxam on YouTube pirates Adobe
I don't
software? Someone clip that in the live stream.
I mean, before I had an editor, I just used CapCut. I can't lie.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to edit that well.
I would say Vegas Pro is like a classic.
Yeah.
Old school, basic, simple, just what you need. doesn't crash as much as Premiere Pro.
What do you mean doesn't crash? You get more than an hour on your
Oh, dude,
timeline.
it
that
crashes
thing's gone.
every
What?
time.
No.
Yours doesn't crash?
No.
We need to talk after this thing.
All right.
My settings are
If I was
wrong.
starting today, I would use DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah,
to be honest.
100%.
It's free, like
Yeah.
the base version of it is free.
That's what you
and
use,
it
right?
is on par, if not better nowadays
Okay.
than Premiere. When I started making content, I probably should have done DaVinci, but it was much less popular, so there was a lot less like YouTube video tutorials on how to use it and stuff, so it made it harder to learn. But these days, like DaVinci is almost better than Premiere, I would say. So if I had my time again, I'd start on DaVinci Resolve.
The fact that it's free as well.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy that it's free.
Has anyone
Capcut's also
started on
free.
one program and then switched to another? And then how was that? Was it like learning a whole new thing? Was that
Premiere Pro,
annoying?
just like, you know when you click the space bar to play the video so you can watch, see what happens? Just 3-second timer, it, loads when you're trying to play it. And I deleted all Adobe stuff and downloaded DaVinci. And I stuck with it for years until I started working with editors, and they almost all use Premiere Pro. So now I use both. If I'm gonna edit a video alone, I'll use DaVinci. And then I've made a few editors learn it too.
Yeah.
But DaVinci is better, for sure.
I've definitely tried to switch to DaVinci, but at the same time, like switching from something that you've learned for years and then trying to change is so difficult to do because you just go back to old habits, really.
I just keep hitting the shortcuts for Vegas in DaVinci, and I'm just like,
You
I
could,
give up.
you could change all the shortcuts.
Yeah, I'm dumb, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I use Premiere Pro. All these haters, man. It
I
works
use it
fine.
too.
It works fine for me. All you gotta do is ready. There's this magic thing. It's called a proxy. It makes a lower quality version of your own video, and it links it, and it'll play beautifully. It might look a little weird in the playback, but it'll work. All right, that's what I do, and I have no lag, no issues.
This guy's a nerd, bro.
Hey, all right, buddy.
Our next question.
I've got a question. Am I able to ask 2 meme questions to certain people and then a Rust question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Winter, what do you think about Australia?
Who's asking that?
Over here.
To the left.
What do I think of Australia?
Yeah.
Use them.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What do I think of Australia? I mean, we just acquired it like, a month ago or something? Yeah, so, I thought it was, I don't play vanilla, as probably you know, but I played that, and with the quality of life updates, actually made it pretty enjoyable. So, but I've heard some horror stories come out of the server, and previous admins and players and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Your name was Throat, I'm pretty sure my mate said?
Throat.
Are you going gambling after this?
Yes.
You gotta switch your sleep schedule.
Throat's first time gambling in Australia. Get excited.
Oh, jeez.
All red, baby, let's go.
And my Rust question is, what do you think about the competitive state of the regions?
Ooh. Renato?
Regions as in like, what do you mean by that? Like EU, US?
Why'd you
So,
say
like-
Nardo?
I don't know, he's asking me. He's
Sorry,
pressuring me.
Which one's more cracked?
Like, you know how AU plays on C, or like we swap to like EU servers all the time because it's dead here? Like,
Ping's pretty annoying, but yeah.
I would say Jay Tellies would know because he lives in Australia and has to play both.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. The Australian servers suck, man. They are terrible.
I was gonna say, I feel like most
They-
of you guys.
Listen,
Live in Australia.
I live here. I've lived here the last 3 years, but the Australian servers are terrible. I don't know what it is. You
Except
guys.
for one.
Except
Oh,
Winter
yeah,
Rust.
No, actually, I have been playing Winter Rust. It has been fun. He gave me VIP the other day. That was great.
The best server in the world.
That's good. But I find the way they play is very, very mean. They like to sit at my door with DBs and not.
They
progress.
play like me.
Wait, so it sucks because it's hard?
Hey.
No, they're grubby. They're just grubs.
I tell you what, I remember I used to play strictly Australian servers, and then I wouldn't see a single human with an AK-47 unless they had 8 other people watching their back. But the second I went to a US server, I was able to be the DB guy and get the AK from the duo, It felt good. So the Australian servers are harder, yes. Yes. They're harder. Not less fun.
I record all my videos on US servers. I just put up with the ping, but I mean, I'm not really in it for the PvP.
Sometimes better for content.
It's
yeah.
definitely better for content. There's so many more servers to choose from as well, so you have much more like ability to pick what you want, because sometimes servers with less players on it can actually be better for a story sort of thing. So you have a lot more options if you play different regions. It's kind of the problem in gaming in general with living in Australia and OCE. It's kind of sometimes you have to play these higher ping servers for better content.
It's always been the argument in Australian servers, though, even when I used to admin AU servers, was that Australians just don't go out in PvP. They'll hoard their loot inside a base. Whereas you go and you spectate people on a US server and they're always roaming and there's so many more PvP fights. It's from my experience anyway.
Beautiful. Do we have any other questions? Oh, yes, Kai.
So this question's for Yexim and Memio. After you guys silenced the allegations about not paying your actors in the videos, I just want to know if you changed your processes. If
You made me nervous.
He said allegations.
Wait. What was the question?
Have you guys changed your processes moving forward to agree to pay all of your actors for all your videos?
The allegations against not paying your actors.
I mean, they don't pay me, so.
Genuinely though, like I have actually had actors in my videos before. But in terms of reenacting like cinematics and stuff, I have I have used people to reenact cinematics and stuff because.
So your videos are fake?
No, they're not fake. They're just reenacted.
You pretend they're real?
Yeah, pretend they're real. But I mean, the story's obviously real.
How can you debug cam? You're cheating.
Yeah, I don't know.
They some servers allow you to. We'll probably plug his server here, but some servers allow you to demo record, which means you can like see the scene that happened in post and kind of like get cinematics from it. But I have in the past actually genuinely used actors to reenact scenes for that kind of cinematic thing, but none that are actually in a white. Memio scripted this island video once though, where he got a clan's code.
That one was fake.
That one was fake.
That's fake. Yeah.
You called him out for that?
Yeah, whatever.
You just threw him under the bus at the end there.
Whenever it was fake.
It's all right.
Next question down the front.
So for those of you that got good PvP, how did you do it? And for the ones that currently aren't good at PvP, how do you make up for it?
I just leave God mode on.
I learned the recoil when I kept on getting called dog shit, and I learned the recoil, and like a month later they took it out of the game, so that was annoying. And then now it's just pulled down, basically. So I don't know. I guess it's all about learning game sense now.
Yeah.
Comes with the hours, I think.
I
But
think
also,
a
I
lot
have
of
like
Rust-
5 cams still terrible. So.
A lot of Rust is like story-based anyway, so you don't necessarily need to be that good at PvP for it to be a good story. Like,
Yeah.
that might just be cope because I'm not very good at PvP, but yeah, it's not necessary to making a good video, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, the best way to get good is to watch someone better than you with a lot of hours and then go get in an aim train server. You'll learn how to play the game from the good people, and then you go and try to play. And you can go play on like a modded like 2x, there's Winter Rust, you could play that. And you'll learn how to do the stuff that you watched other people do. That's basically how you get good at the game. And it's all just repetition. You just do it over and over.
Can anyone attest to having FPS experience and then taking that into Rust for their PvP? And like being good at like other... No?
I'm pretty bad, to be honest. Yeah, I've always sucked. So I just try to make a good story.
Just try to be funny.
Try to be funny.
Funny.
Just can't aim. Yeah.
Yakov.
I play a lot of Tarkov as well, which is somewhat transferable. Not really.
Yeah.
I used to play when Recoil was in the game with the AK, and I just never used the AK, just because I was shit ass at it. So I'd always just give the AK to somebody else, normally the enemy if I had one.
I've got to correct this. Komomo always is very humble about his vanilla gameplay, but I dragged him into a wipe about 18 months ago. And we had Talia there as well.
Shout out Talia.
Shout out Talia.
He holds his own. You might not see it very often, but he's deadly. Yeah.
He definitely paid you to say that, didn't he?
Jesus.
Wake up, everyone. Wake up. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
You may think that's a joke. That is genuinely to wake up.
Do you have any other questions?
I got one for you. Hi guys, nice to see you all
Hello.
here.
Oh god.
Obviously with the rise of all these like third-party external hosted events, obviously we see some of you guys in them. How do you guys feel about those and the devs and other creators hosting all these events? Do you like them? Do you think they're good for the community?
Is that directed at anyone specifically?
I'd put it into the middle of the table here.
Anado?
Huh?
Do you partake in many Rust events? I think was the question.
Do I partake in many Rust events? Banned from a few.
Aren't you live right now?
Huh?
Aren't you live?
Yeah. Get your rush drops. Twitch.tv/Renato. What?
No. Get out of here, man.
And then we had a question up the back. Where's our mic?
What's everyone's opinion on the jungle update?
It sucks.
Mid.
They could have done so much
Mid.
more with it, to be honest.
It was
we,
cool
we
for like
actually
5
wanted
minutes.
it to make it look like a big forest now in the past couple of weeks, and it looks awesome now. But the jungle update itself is dog shit.
What server is that on?
Wintrust and Rushgrave. And anyone here who wants the admin cam, just hit me up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Beautiful. Any more questions?
You didn't know?
One down the front here.
We're being kicked out, I think.
We're being kicked out? Okay. A mic's up there. Yell it out.
I think
that's a good
that's
one.
a good one for Jay Taylor's actually.
Yeah. Consistency.
Uploading schedule?
I don't have one. I'm gonna be honest. The way I work, as long as the video is good enough, it should do good. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
My upload schedule is, man, I'm just editing. It takes a long time. When I record, man, it could be 100, 150, sometimes 200 hours of footage I had to go through, and it takes me a few months. And it's not ideal, but it hasn't done me dirty. It did me dirty once, but that's because I played with that guy, and he has a silly accent.
I feel like consistency is obviously good for YouTube, like in general, but if you, like Jay Telly said, if he knows it's going to be a banger, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, you're relying on that being a really well-performing video because you have got months between uploading, so you're relying on that not just for the sake of your YouTube channel, but also income and stuff. You're kind of putting more eggs in one basket for that video to perform, I guess.
If you're just starting out, an upload schedule is the best thing you could do. I had one when I first started, but then I also had the idea of I wanted to make each video better than the last, and then it got to the point where I was trying too hard on the editing, and it was taking me too long, so it went from every 2 weeks to every month to now it's like 2 to 3 months between a video. But hey, they come out sometimes.
Anyone else have a go? No? We've got a question over here. Young man.
What's your guys' thoughts on like deep teams or like small teams?
I mean, I don't play deeper than maybe 3 at most.
Yeah, I mostly
What's
play
the guy that played
solo, to
9
be
the other
honest,
day?
or duo. At the
Yeah, I'm a
most.
solo duo guy.
And Nano plays like 500 people at once.
I like to troll the clans, the
Yeah.
guys, the 10-man Zergs, hit them with 500, see if they can compete against that. I think that's funnier than clan versus clan,
Yeah.
Just bombard them with 100 people.
Playing in big groups is bad for content. Think about how many voice lines you have to edit out. And all this,
Yeah.
the comms are always random stuff. Like the 3 people should be max normally, unless you got a quiet team. So.
I feel like content-wise with deep teams, with your audio tracks, unless everyone's in Discord and you just cut out the Discord audio track, when it's all in-game and like you want the in-game sound, it's like hard to filter everyone else
Yeah.
out and actually like.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
So Winter, were you going to say something?
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh. it was
Especially if
different
they're
as well.
hot micing in Discord plus in game.
Bless you.
Oh, yeah.
My last video, I spent 100 hours building a cave base, and I thought I thought it was my best one yet. I upgraded this thing as much as I could. I spent so much time. I was like, man, I want someone to test this. A clan came. Holy, I've never gotten genuinely. I didn't kill. I think I killed one when I threw a grenade, and they killed me at the same time, and that was it. And I didn't see the base. It was 5 launchers. So clans, they're a little risky, but honestly, there's nothing better than getting raided for me. But yeah, no, I did waste 100 hours of my life building that base.
That's because the video's over, though.
There's a question in the middle there. So.
Who do you think is the most attractive person that plays Rust?
Alistair.
Throat. Yeah. Throat rust. Yeah, I think would be throat.
This man right here.
Archie's kind of mogging over there.
So nonchalant.
He's on
Shut the
Hinge, by the way,
trailers.
but I was interested.
I've got another question over here.
I should have logged in.
666?
Huh?
The devil's number. Oh, actually, I think I might have heard something about it. Maybe, I don't know. You have to tell me after.
Any more questions?
6, 7.
We'll go back down the front here.
Daily. When you're like deep into a video and it's not working, you go, do you know what, EB Games doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, I could sell some Nintendo games.
I mean, I don't know. I just push through it. It's just no use whinging about it. No one listens. So I don't know. I just it is what it is. I just keep going. It's probably easier because again, these guys spend 200-300 hours sometimes playing a white, where I can jump on for 5 minutes and hit a gold mine, you know. So and I got that many cheaters to grab at. It's just much easier for me. I can't talk for them, and it'd be more annoying for them. You know, they can jump on and they can try and get content and play the game and sit there, where I can make it a bit easier. So I think so anyway.
Down here. We have a mic again.
Have you guys played Rust Mars in the past?
Yes.
Is that Nova? Project Nova?
Project Nova.
Nova.
Yeah. Super fun server.
Yeah, I wish the server would be back up again. I love watching the videos.
I think done.
Anyone made a video?
I mean,
on
Winter
that?
Rust is our sponsor, so we can't talk about any other server. Trash.
It's good, but not as great as Winter Rust.
Exactly.
For Australia.
That's this clan on there, 666.
Oh, or Nardo server. No, they suck, actually.
What?
That's not-
Come on, man.
No, they're good. They're good.
Another question down the middle.
I'm gonna.
Hello. Have anyone on stage played the VR Rust games that keep propping up? There's two main ones, Strayed and
Grim?
I forgot the name of the other one. The Mars Rust one. Yeah, Grim.
Grim, yeah. Yeah, I've played both of those before. They're pretty good.
I've played Strayed.
Of course, Kid's asking this.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on, bro. Trying to get the plug. Come on, man. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Rust is also coming to mobile as well, but Australians weren't able to access it. So did any of the US or UK guys get in? Did you try it?
No.
No? Oh, cool.
That's
Good
got to
chat.
be crazy.
Rust Mobile, yeah. Can't wait for 6 frames. That's going to be good.
I thought Mimi already played it.
No, that was clickbait. Sorry, man.
Another question. Far away.
What would you guys add to Rust to refresh the game? Or at least you guys?
Lots of new terrain, I reckon. Keep it fresh. And maybe, I don't know, I was thinking like at some point maybe like, I don't think it'd be good for the game, but the return of recoil, but like different, and then they can take it away again, I don't know, or mix it up every now and again just to keep it fresh and people on their toes.
I think they're pretty consistently doing stuff that keeps it fresh. Like, I mean, even just the last month, they changed the entire progression system with the new blueprint fragments. So it is a game just because they are so constantly updating it that it does kind of feel fresh. And on top of that, there's so much you could do in the game that's different that you can keep it feeling fresh regardless of, the updates as well.
Yeah, I'd say probably randomly generated rocks, caves, because they're all the same, they look the same, so it's kind of boring. So yeah, say that.
I actually wouldn't add anything else. I would just fix what they already have in the game, and then optimize would be my first choice. I think there's enough in the game, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that was a big talking point recently, was them just going back and taking a bit of time to fix stuff in the game rather than adding stuff.
But the naval stuff looks good with the boats.
Yeah.
That boat update, yeah.
When's that
Oh,
coming?
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who's going to beat each other to that?
Yeah,
He'll be first.
No, I'm jumping on that private server.
I'll be about 3 months late.
I'm going on Winter Rust and I'm recording the naval update.
Nice.
But
Do you have another questions? Any more questions? None?
no, they're sick of us. Let's go.
Hooray.
Okay, we've got one. Like going once.
What's your weekly work hours look like, and how do you manage your inconsistent financial income being on YouTube, and do you prepare for your future of like YouTube not lasting as a career, or do you just kind of fuck it, go with whatever?
YOLO.
Well, I wouldn't use those words, but yeah, I mean, recently, like YouTube made a change where all ad block views don't count as views anymore. So I think everyone took a 20% hit to their views, but doesn't really affect revenue. I think long term, yeah, just probably if it did die, just try a different niche, try something new, whole different channel.
I think it does affect revenue though, because of sponsors.
Oh yeah, in terms of sponsors, it does for sure. Yeah.
I think you just got to be like proactive and just like reacting to what works and what doesn't work, and not just trying the same thing. If it's starting to like take a downward trend, you kind of got to be on top of it and make sure you're improvising and doing new stuff, I guess. And then if it stops working entirely, maybe try something else in the future and try a different channel, try a different game maybe. Maybe make a podcast.
Shut up.
Yaks and yarns.
Got another one?
Oh, now I forgot my question.
Oh, good. I do have another. Hello?
Hello?
I do have another question. Does anyone have like a pretty like big achievement? Like, has anyone achieved anything pretty big in their lives because of YouTube? Either like just like a goal, a milestone that you guys have hit, like 1 million, 500K, 250, whatever.
I made it to the lower class.
Yeah, even like,
Lower
like
middle class.
a money thing. Like, has anyone
Throw
been able
one
to?
big in the airport.
Yeah.
What?
Being
I
on
met
the
my wife.
That's a big one.
Met my wife in Russ.
Tell us more. Tell me
Bring her
more.
on stage.
Everybody.
No, don't do that. She's shy. But yeah, no, yeah. I just
Did
met
you guys
her.
meet on the game?
Yeah, yeah. She was friends with some fanboys, and she was nonchalant about it. Didn't give a shit. And I'm like, damn, who is she? But no, I didn't speak to her for like years after that. You know, I gave her the same energy back, I guess.
Anybody else had any big achievements caused by?
I haven't
thanks
met
to-
any Rust Huz yet, unfortunately. So.
Rust Huz. Jesus, crazy.
Well, I mean, I would like to point you out, Mr. Mimio.
Yes.
You bought a house.
I did buy a house, yeah. And the address is... no, my biggest achievement was being on a Rust panel with Sir Winter, Yexum, Anado, and the rest.
Sponsored by
And those other guys.
Sponsored by Winter Rust 2X.
With sponsored, are we getting paid?
Yeah, I'm not like you and me.
He pays his actors.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Did you have that question back again?
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. Does anybody find sponsors quite suffocating when it comes to actually producing content and what you can and can't say?
Yes.
Yes.
I think sometimes, like most of the sponsors I do anyway, is like just short integrations. So for that one segment, you know, you're saying what the brand is asking of you and you're hitting all their key points. But for the rest of the video, I still just make it whatever.
And I think another thing back to the schedule as well is sometimes you might get held up by that sponsor. So you have to adjust, you know, uploading the video or doing something. It's hard to stick to a certain schedule because you may have to wait for that sponsor to get back to you.
I feel like also with most sponsors, they're usually pretty good wherein they only care about the integration. They, depending on the sponsor, they don't really care about what else is in the video, which is nice. They're usually just making sure you're hitting, you know, every key point that they need featured, every graphic, every kind of keyword, spelling.
Unless it's a dedicated sponsor.
Yes, unless
then
it's a
different
dedicated
story.
sponsor, then it's like to ensure
Yeah.
everything is, you know.
They'll say, do not mention this game that we're ripping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk about this, don't talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
We should question each other if there's none.
That's a good one.
Question each other.
I like
Truth
that.
or dare?
Oh, yes. We'll come back down the front again here.
Yes.
For sure.
No, you can.
Yeah, we can definitely pick that one up after we wrap up. I just wanted to do one final thing. I probably should have done this at the front. But how did everyone actually meet in the game? Was it kind of mutual connections? Did people play with other people and then connected you to other people? Was it like you started as a fan of someone else and then kind of eventually just...
I think Yaxon was a fan of me for many years.
Never watched me.
He looked up to me almost like a father figure, and he just begged me one day to play with him.
Yeah, it's
I don't remember. Yeah. No, I used to, like, Winter's an OG. I used to watch Sir Winter's videos, so I knew of him. And then I think Yaxon, I don't remember how we met.
No idea how we met.
I actually don't know.
You did an admin trolling video that I was in before we knew each other.
True, yeah.
Like 2 years, 3 years before we knew each other.
I found out about Excretion through Anardo, I think. Found Anardo through... I remember he followed me and I went, his logo looks like he's ripped off my logo. Remember that?
There was a phase when everybody had just a
And
letter.
then you still a phase.
And then it's Yaxon.
It's still a
I
phase.
asked you, actually, and you said yes. So.
I mean, it's like an easy tutorial online you can find.
How many
just
of you
to do
people
it.
here just have letters as their logo?
I got 2. Does that count?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Really counts.
If there's letters, if it's just letters.
We could make a horrific word out of all of our letters, I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
I don't know what it would be, but it'd be something bad.
I think it's just me and Kamomo that are creative.
Just random throw-out question to the audience. Is anyone potentially either starting content creation and trying to get into it, either with Rust or just generally? Hands up. Beautiful.
That was a few. Asher, put your hand down.
Either Rust specific or just generally, do you guys have any advice for these people on getting started, on keeping things going and either pushing through
Just make the videos,
Yeah.
because
Be
that's the biggest one. Like, you can sit on it and go, well, I need this mic, I need this camera, I need this gear, I need a better PC to get this, and then I got to find the right server. Just make
Yeah,
the video.
just start. Don't try and
Yeah.
wait for all those really, like, for the fancy camera, for the really nice mic. Just start
My
make
first
it.
microphone was a
making
PS3 iToy webcam.
And
You guys know
Xbox
Cool
that I
Man
put a sock
Van?
over.
You guys know Cool Man Van?
Yeah.
He still rocks the headset mic.
See?
Sounds like shit, but his videos are so good.
Yeah,
So
makes
still
Sometimes
really
it becomes
good
a
videos.
staple too, like the really bad camera, the really bad mic. It can become a staple of your
Yeah,
content.
if the content's good, it doesn't matter what gear you have.
You just need to post it. Like, don't just hold off on it waiting for the right
And when you
moment.
post a video, just jump onto the next. Don't let it hit you. Because if
Don't
it
wait
hits you,
for it
you'll
to
just end up
do
stopping
good.
it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make every video better than the last, like Joe Telly said.
Yeah.
Make something that people want to watch.
You don't have to do that.
basically. Like
Yeah.
if you're
You just
enjoying
gotta
what you're
start
watching from the content you're making, that others should too.
Yeah.
And you'll start building an audience from that.
A really good thing you can do is after you subscribe to all of us, go back and have a look at the older videos, and you can even see mine where the microphone was way worse than what it is now. The camera was way worse.
Yeah.
I'm sure these guys, the other two down, Winter and Mimi, have been doing videos longer than us. You have a look at them and they'll be
You
way
don't
different.
have to.
Maybe his first video didn't even have any voice.
No, my first video was a cinematic movie about a deer.
It was a really
dear
good one.
friend. Anyone seen that one?
That
My
actually
dear
sounds
friend?
nice.
So anyone could make it.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a great point to make, to go back, watch these big, creators, YouTubers, streamers, whatever, see if you can find their really old content and just compare it to where they are now. Don't try and start with the glitz and the glamour, because you don't want to have spent, a whole lot of money just for, potentially years of no movement. Start off with the bad stuff, do all your things, get your flow going, and find out the way you play and what works for you, and then just keep tweaking and working on that as well.
So there's one thing I'd just add. I think that applies to YouTube, but if there's anyone actually want to get into streaming, I would say it's absolutely critical you have a camera. It doesn't matter if it's a good or bad camera, but a camera, because the audience is going to want to connect when they're watching, especially on Twitch, wants to know who they're connecting with or see who they're connecting with in the chat. Otherwise, it's disembodied voice, and it's much harder to grow.
Cool. And that is us. Thank you so much for coming, everybody.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you to our panel.